Okay, guys and girls, welcome back to FTRL in association with Bristol Street Motors with Accelerate. That is my voice, didn't need to be on. This is a bit of a momentous evening for us. This is the first ever GT3 championship that we are hosting. So for the first time ever in FTRL, we've gone to a third division. Loads of new faces, some returning faces, and a very old oven. Plenty of things to look forward to. So we're going to go through the whole shebang with you tonight. This is the start of our 21st season in FTRL GT. Loads of things to cover. We're going to be racing on Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays now for the foreseeable future. And plenty of things to look forward to. Joining me is the other FTRL GOAT, the other OG. It's Mr. Lee Cole. Good evening, mate.
Good evenings, good evenings, good evenings. How are we?
I'll tell you what, very, very, very excited. This is,
I'm also much excited.
Much excited. So, this will be very similar for those that watched last season to our previous GT2 championship, where all of the drivers are in the same car. This is very much a introductory league slash, for some of the guys that maybe are quite new to GT, etc. Kind of what we did last season, but with obviously a different calibre of drivers. We have got a GT2 and GT1 which will be linked together this season. Super excited to share all that with you, but this is literally the Group 4 Jaguar car, everybody in the same car, no teams championship, every man for himself, 3 races per night, loads of opportunities for wins, and so much to look forward to. So, without further ado, let's do this. Oh, I'm excited, Lee.
Oh, can't wait. It's going to be fun.
This has been, just as we start qualifying as well, this has all been very much thanks to our partnership that we've had. The bounce that FTRL's experienced of late is probably unlike anything we've seen before, and I think you'll agree with me on that, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. I mean, this league is just like swollen, like my legs do after a bike ride.
Yeah, it's but the nice thing is as well is we've had a lot of people join. Not every single person that's joined is on track for various reasons, but there's a lot of things to look forward to, some returning faces, and the first one we'll go to is he will be viewed as J-Don, but to everybody else he's the preheated oven. Now for those that have been involved for those that have been involved with FTRL for any period of time, knows that this is about as charismatic as a person can get. One of the most wonderful, unreliable, unpredictable, just every possible word you can think of that relates in that kind of category. That is this man here. So, really excited to see what he can do.
Very much so. But he's coming in with a classic Jaguar silk cut livery, which I'm all here for. So,
oh yeah,
I'm already rooting for him just for that livery alone.
Oh yes, well we've got 32 people watching the stream already, so if you are here, thank you so much. Please do like the stream for us, get plenty of comments in, we'll go through them all and just interact with one another. We've got loads to look forward to this season, but for the first time in GT3 history, we're going to go on board with Mr. Oven, or Jadon as you'll see him, for the first legitimate qualifying lap of the season. There are a couple of people ahead of him. One of them's Mike, so I'm sure he'll either qualify 11th or go off. But yeah, James has got quite a large toe here from Zombie.
Yeah, this is going to help him. Well, I don't know. It's probably too close if anything here, because I don't know if he's going to get bulked here.
Yeah,
probably just going to bob draft, which he is. So yeah, not the best. Too good a run if anything there. So he's had to back out this one immediately.
Yeah. Well, do you want to take us through the grid? So we've got Matt Mann in first, and we'll work down.
Yes, so
we've got 5 minutes.
Yes.
So
yep. So Matt Mann, of course, is a bit of an F1 stalwart now. Has a bit of history with the GT side of things. I think he was doing GT stuff before F1 actually. Has been ever present for us for quite some time now. So he's a bit of a new to this old guard, if you will. His first full season GT racing, and gone with a McLaren West livery there on his Jaguar. I dropped to the lobby with him last night and he had some good pace, to be honest. Mid-13s. So, could be one to watch it. The best first lap, but let's see how he gets on. Behind him, on track is the...
Marky, he's in 11th.
course he is. Straight into P11 with that penalty, of course, as well there. Obviously, Mikey's been around FTRL for a long, long time now, and the GT scene as well. So, duty this season, unbelievably.
Oh, these headsets gone a bit funny for a sec. Lee, if you want to do a quick unplug and replug, and I'll go through the next one. So, currently on provisional poll, we've got Herb. I'm going to go with Herb.
Don't know a lot about Herb, to be honest.
No, we don't. So he's in again, very classic Jaguar livery. There was a bit of a theme for everybody for this season. We've asked people from all divisions to represent an actual racing livery, whether that be from any type of motorsport, whether it's Formula One, touring cars, IndyCar, even super bikes and all sorts of stuff. Model your own thing and put your own stamp on it. So a lot of these guys you'll see are in proper race liveries, looking good for the season. But yeah, we don't know much about Herb. We're going to call him Herb. I don't really know what he prefers to go by. But good showing so far. Yeah,
and going quicker as well. So I'll stay with him up to the end of this lap and see if he can improve.
Yeah, well, also Callum is in second. Obviously, we saw Callum make his GT debut last season. Now, he has gone for a Milker livery, which technically isn't a race livery. However, it's a bit iconic to FTRL, so we'll let him off. Nobby Norris is in third. We all know Nobby Norris, and his girlfriend's in the chat. Good evening, Beth.
Very popular victor last season, GT2 at Monza.
Yeah, it has been hashtag Team Turtle. So I don't know whether that's how slow he moves. I don't really know what the crack is. FTRL Zombie, he's changed his name. He's become one of us.
One of us.
Yep, and he's gone for the British touring car Nicholas Hamilton livery.
A couple of seasons ago.
Yeah.
Rocket. It's becoming a bit iconic now, isn't it? The Rocket liveries.
Is it Rocket? Was it Rocket? I don't know.
I think it's Rocket.
Is it Rocket?
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to trust your word. Well, he's only 1,000th of a second ahead of Bread. So the raging American who's got all the ability in the world but zero patience in the world.
You think for a man that should be as chilled as he is, he's really not.
Without insinuating, of course. Now, we've got Oblivion Element, who's making his FTRL debut. He's a friend and co-worker of the lovely FTRL Panda. So, be interesting to see how he gets on. He's slap bang in the middle of the pack at the minute. And he's in the chat of a team tripod. Good, well done. We've got Dane, or CSSDK. He's part of the GTI League, which is run by Dusty Fossil. And he races with Joker and people like that. So good to see him here. We've got Armard Bruce Lee also in the same category as well, to my knowledge. Royston, obviously we saw him make his debut last season in GT2 and Recipe for Jam. Not the quickest lap time there, the 1:19.8. But listen, progress. We go forward. We move forward. But yes, Herb has taken pole.
Takes first ever GT3 pole. So that's Jaguar by 3 tenths of a second. Well, that's a big gap. Zombie, Callum, Bread in fourth. Oblivoid.
Oblivoid? Are you right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to looking at it, and it seems like it should be easy to say, but it really wasn't. There we go. Mikey then improved P6 there, so that's disappointing.
That is disappointing, yeah. So Oven is in seventh. You're going to get used to us calling him Oven. You're all going to have to get used to it. Nobby P8, Imard, Bruce Lee P9. I love that. If you've seen Snatch, one of the best films ever made. Matman 10th, Dane in 11th, Royston 12th, Recipe for Jam in 13th, and Lee and myself unclassified. Yeah. So these will be grid starts with the full start check. So there'll definitely be at least 2 people that will not hold their brakes and will jump start. So 37 people watching. Thank you so much. This is close to an FTRL record. Please do like the stream and let's get cracking. Who's your money on, Lee? It's an unknown.
I'm going to go for Herb.
You're going to go for Herb?
It's going to be... Yeah.
Mr. Smith's in the chat saying Oven. I think Bread might have a chance here.
Yeah, of course, home race for him. So.
It is, yeah.
I would have seen in the chat that unsafe to know who do we think is going to be the championship winner. I mean, there's
God,
so much unknowns. It would be like picking a number out of a hat, really, wouldn't it?
I have absolutely no idea, to be honest. But right, Lee, you are the man for the race starts, so let him have it.
We've got 5 red lights, and away we go then for the first time ever in GT3. It's a good start from the front row by Herb. They pull down towards 2-1. It's 3 wide behind him. Bread then on the inside. Callum on the outside, and Zombie going backwards a little bit there off the grid. Everybody seems to have got around turn 1 okay. A couple of cars running a bit wide there. Got to watch out for penalties. Was that running wide?
Oh, they're going
Bruce
3
Lee's
wide.
got a penalty for his troubles as well. So,
Oh, this is scaring me already.
oh, the 2-3 wide, coming through the fast right-hander. Over to the inside, making it 3 wide. Is it 4 wide in the pack there?
Oh, God. Oh, GT3. I've
Here
waited
we go,
so
into
long.
the wreck. So Mikey getting swamped from all sides as he decelerates towards his standard P11.
Yeah, he's getting there.
He's got a nosebleed, clearly.
Yeah, nobody's had a shocker, which is good. But Herb's already got a 1 second lead. Callum's got a 1.5. That's really impressive.
That'll be at the bus stop there. It's if you cut too much to the inside curb, that's unfortunately hard 1.5 second penalty. So yeah, he's taken a little. Now he's very wide there.
Very
Into the
wide.
corner.
He's malfunctioning. He's doing a proper mic. Bread round the outside, so Bread's up to second. He's got 1.4 seconds to Herb. Callum 2 second penalty is going to push him really far back. Zombie's now putting Callum under pressure. And Oven is up to P5.
He is cooking.
Oh, it's a dive from Oblivion. Oh, that scared me. Nobby Norris and Mikey going side by side up the hill. This is the action we've all come to see.
Of course, Mikey there in his, is that Theo Edgerton livery, I believe? Sure, FTRL Panda can confirm that for us.
Yeah, he loves that livery. Fan. Yeah. I'm not sure what Nobby Norris's livery is. I've never seen that before. Do you know?
Can't say I do off the top of my head.
Oh, Mike. Oh, dear, Mike. Oh, dear, Mike.
Oh
dear,
behind.
Royston.
Oh, Royston's around. Oh, Royston gets spat out the other side. The car's avoiding Mikey, went very deep into the chicane, and Royston's unfortunately come off worst. And that beautiful nice quick livery.
It's unlucky.
Picking up some grass.
It's a lovely livery.
Indeed, yeah. NASCAR themed one there, so Royston with a bit of work to do now.
Well, back towards the front runners. So Herb's got a 1.5 second gap to Bread, who's just going to comfortably sit in P2 for now. Zombie and Oven in third and fourth. Oven is closing the gap considerably.
14.5 left him up in that time. He sits nice on the back of Zombie then. You've got Oblivoid in P5. Nobby P6. Then I'm Bruce Lee after his penalty 7. A little bit wide there though. Big twitch. And that's let Mikey onto the back of him as they head up the hill for the third time.
Yeah, I've just seen Callum's drop down to 12th.
Yeah, that penalty there really killed him then. So all the way down to P12. Matman 9th. The Recipe for Jam and Fat Dane side by side. They head up through the hill. Recipe comes out ahead now, and that's a beautiful Benson and Hedges or Buzzing Hornets livery.
Yeah, see,
a nod there.
I love that livery, but I can't let go of the fact you've just said Fat Dane. Is that you being presumptuous there, or do you?
That's his nickname on the game.
Ah, right. See, I have the game.
You've got thingy names, and I've got nicknames.
I thought you were just being harsh.
I mean, maybe a little bit, but that's what his name is on my screen. So.
No, fair enough. You do you, Dane. Right, Bread's taken 3.5 tenths out of Herb.
Very wide out the final corner, and there goes another 3 or 4 tenths as well. And now Bread is into slipstream range. So all that hard work in the first 3 laps is undone by just a couple of sloppy corners. Now we've got a battle for the lead.
Apparently he wears Fat Dane with pride, and I'm all for it. He's now on. Oh, Herb's wide, and Bread's on him
as well.
There we go. First chink in the armour, and through goes the American.
Oh, it's all gone wrong for Herb in about 3 corners. And a 1.5 second lead. He's now in second place and a half-second penalty to boot. So that is how quickly it could change. And Aaron's prediction is currently looking spot on.
Yep. Well, Bread's gone defensive. Herb will drop back from his penalty as well. So Bread just needs to stay ahead when they get through to the penalty line. Drive nice and sensibly. Herb is going to push to catch back up.
Yeah. Sending it through the bus stop.
Yeah, he really is. Is he going to get any more penalties, or is he okay on the half-second there? He won't drop back too much, but he does have a lurking Oven.
In the background, yeah, Oven up to third. So he's dispatched Zombie.
Yeah, Oblivion Element in fifth. Nobby Norris is closing him down as well in P5. Prototype Steph, it's the exact same format as you did last season, my friend, in GT2.
So, Fat Dane and Recipe for Jam side by side again. Let's be defending.
Nobby Norris back on the attack. Well, of the wall. He's just smacked the wall, but Yeah, an oven. He's in slipstream range. If he has a good turn one, which he hasn't. Let's go and check in with the guys at the back. Mikey in a solid P8. To be expected or underperforming, overperforming? What's your thoughts?
I think we know Mikey. He's had that much experience in GT now, both across GT2, GT1. I would have expected, I would have hoped that he'd be a bit higher up. Obviously, I think he got a bit duffed up on the lap one. Which maybe put him back a little bit because he qualified 6th. So I'd expect him to go forward still. He's on the back of this pack here, so.
Yeah, Bruce Lee's got a half-second penalty as well, so Mike will probably get past.
B7, then you've got the cars, Nobby, Overvoid and Zombie, not too far ahead, so only got 1/3 race distance, so you can get into that pack.
Just had a Pagani's in the chat. Ask comms, will Bread finish all 3 races? I'm still unconfirmed. Mikey's racing in both GT2 and GT3. Just so you know, Zom, as well. And I've unfortunately inherited Mike again as a teammate for the season. And I say unfortunately, and I say that with pride. Because I'm kind of happy, but kind of sad. More sad.
On the left-hand side of the screen, underneath the timing.
Yeah, I've chosen not to speak about that. If everyone can see the sort of purple bit on the left-hand side of the screen, with the name that goes above it, we just no one say it, but it's there.
I mean, FL, I'm assuming, means like flapping ludicrously.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty good race so far. Plenty of action. Everyone's got someone to race other than poor old Royston. I mean, that's just unfortunate. Sometimes that will happen.
Yep. But he'll be aiming for race 3, as is the way in touring cars when you have a bit of a shocker in race 1. Now,
yeah. Oh, Callum's off, and Dane's now going extremely well, the long way round, and then some more.
Callum with a penalty now.
You can get some cream for unwanted purple areas there. Let's gloss over that. Let's go and check in with the front runners. So Bread's lost a little bit of time to Werb, who's bringing Oven with him, so we could have a 3-way scrap. I've got 41 people watching this, boys. This is genuinely phenomenal. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, so front 3 just cleared off. Bread's had a good run out of turn 1 though, so just edging away by a couple of tenths again. In the background, however, Oblivoid has got a 1.5-second penalty, so he's cut the inside of the bus stop last time around. That's going to drop him to the back of this pack.
I feel like you're struggling to say the word Oblivion, Lee.
Well, it says Oblivoid.
Oh, does it? Oh, nickname.
Official name. Again, that's why.
I'm looking at this guy now. It's Oblivion, Lee.
You know what, let's change it over to nickname.
What should we call him? Clive?
No, he's got car names.
Should we call him Clive?
There we go. Right,
he's got...
okay. I'm on the same thing as you now. So
boring. Oh, Mikey up the inside of Nobby Norris. A proper OG battle, this. A P6. Good little scrap.
Mikey's latched onto this group then, having cleared Bruce Lee, wasn't it?
Got
Who's
this
now
penalty
back again.
There's a little pack racing for 8th as well there.
Yep, that man at the front of that now.
Recipe for Jam, not too far behind. And Royston is slowly gaining back some time. I think he's at a moment on lap 5, unfortunately.
Yes, must about 3 seconds somewhere.
Yeah, unfortunate, but still, 2 more races to go. Bread's extended the gap to nearly 1.6, and Oven is now all over the back of Herb. I'm going to have to get used to saying the word herb.
What is your favourite herb?
I don't know. What is my favourite herb? I'll come back to you on that.
Okay.
Give it some thought. Please all get your favourite herbs in the chat. Let me know. I'm scared to. I'm scared to ask where that's going to go. But must admit, Zombie is doing incredibly well. He's mixing with some good people here, and he's
very excited for this season as well. I think he's really looking forward to it, and I think the practice is definitely paying off. Sat in a very comfortable P4 at the moment.
Yeah, Tom T. Smith's in the chat saying mint. Crazy Joker saying basil, good on pizza. Panda said I know Bread's favourite herb. Oregano, there's all sorts of chats. To be fair, I thought this was going to be way worse than what you boys have done. I'm proud of you all. Mikey's on the attack, and I don't say that often. Nobby Norris is defending well.
He's representing our affiliate, so he's got to be doing he's got back to row qualified as well, so that's good from Mike there. His head down, not let those early struggles get to him, and he's gone forwards.
Peteman with a solid coriander. You can always rely on Pete.
That's the fastest lap has now been taken by preheated oven.
Yep, who is? He's on the back, and now Bread is dangerously close to slipstream range from these guys behind. So
half a tenth.
Bit of horseradish from Derek. Love that. Forget the H. Put an apostrophe in there instead. James Herb. I don't know what that is, but we'll go with it.
Mikey then has got the move done for P5, so Mikey into the top 5.
This is weird, isn't it? See, if you look at Mikey's lap time, look, 1.5.
Oh, that, however, is good.
Oh, for God's sake! So many years! Oh, he's run wide again.
That'll be fine, that'll be fine.
Right.
One half second there, so again,
P8.
a little bit too much curb on the inside.
The fight starts now. Dane's going to drop back into the grasp of Callum, who's bringing Bruce Lee with him. Unfortunately, you've seen with Callum, if he has like a clean race, he'll be towards the front. If he has one bad penalty or one mistake, he tends to sort of stay where he is. So, it's, you know, hopefully we'll see good progression. I love Callum. He's a wonderful lad. Shame he's a Leicester fan.
Back into slipstream range at the front. We've got 3 for the lead.
This could be where Bread Rage quits. For those that are new to FTRL as well, the guy in 5th, FTRL just Mikey H, is literally a walking / driving meme, has been for a considerable amount of time. And even though you're new, feel free to just absolutely slaughter him. It's fine. You have permission from all of us. Bread has had a horrific chicane, and now Herb's all over the back of him. Is he going to pick up a penalty, or is he safe? He's got dirty tyres.
Yeah, a little bit wide on the marbles. Now all over the back of him then. Bread going a little bit defensive down the middle of the road.
I'll tell you what, I fancy Oven, and that's not relevant to the race, but he's looking good.
For the lead.
Oh, Bread around the outside.
And that's brought Oven right back into it as well.
Oh God, you have just seen the tyre wear. It's only ×1.
Yeah, Bread's is worst of the 3 as well. Ovens is the best, so Oven being super smooth.
There you go, Joker's in the chat with... is that Joker as in we all know Joker, or is this somebody else Joker?
I assume so.
Is it? Because I've been assuming that I don't know you. If it is you, good evening, Jeff. Oh, Oven's up to P2.
Yep, got around the outside of Herb there, who went a little bit cautious into turn 1 and defended. And
that Joker?
Let Bread get away.
Hello, good evening. 44 people watching. This is unbelievable. Keep coming.
Oh, for the inside as they go into the bus stop, side by side.
Oh, Oven's had the slowest chicane I've seen.
Still side by side, Herb all over the curb, kicks up some grass. Herb on the brakes, trying to stay tight, but gets the move done. Great battling. Bread is loving this because he's checked out again.
Witchel's in the chat. Good evening, Witchel. Weirdly, you were the slowest one here.
Get him in Div 3.
Yeah, Herb and Oven. They're still going at it. Bread's had a bit of a saving grace there. 1.8 seconds is the gap, and Zombie's not far away. Nobby Norris has got Mikey coming back at him. I look at Pagani in the chat. Like the stream if you're enjoying the content. Thank you. Oven loves snobs, apparently. I've seen that comment a few times. We'll roll with it.
Good battle for P8 now. Mattman, Dane, and Callum.
Here we go. This is what we want.
Half a second between them all. There's Dane for the inside.
Aaron Bowers in the chat. I recognise that name as well.
That is it's from F1. Yeah.
From F1. Hello, Aaron from F1.
Lads.
Right, here we go. Oh, it's 3 wide. Well, almost 3 wide. Callum's looking for an opportunity.
Inside, Dane squeezes.
Oh, Aaron Tracker in here. Oh, yeah, he's in.
That's the one.
Oh, Callum
remember
smells opportunity. Matt Man is going to take a look up the inside. Dane covers him off. Everyone's called him Dane the mighty thick man. I'm uncomfortable with this.
Thick with the triple C.
To be fair, Panda's just come in with a good comment there. You sure I don't just recognise my own name? That is true. However, it really throws me off. I work with somebody that spells it the same, but pronounces it Aaron, and that really throws me off. So I've basically told him that I outright refuse to call him Aaron. Aaron, they're going to call him Aaron. So Royston's on the back of Recipe for Jam. There is You know, never give up. Hashtag Team LH.
Hashtag still be rise.
Yeah. Oh, Bread, 1.5 second penalty. He's bottled it.
Just got. Oh, but Herb's got one as well, and
Herb.
Zombie is going to. Zombie's in this fight now as well.
Oven's going to win the race. Well, Oven could win the race.
So Herb's only got half a second, so that'll drop him back right onto Zombie. Zombie might get P3 here.
And Mikey's on the back of Nobby
Bread's
again.
going to be right back with them. Oh, again there. That tyre and that front left. Look at it, he's almost got. You can see there as he goes round the long right-hander there. That left front tyre.
Bread's tyre wear is awful.
He's really pushing around that corner there. That's what's killing that tyre. You can see the out sort of square of the tyre goes red, which means you're really pushing it. Here comes.
He's right there. Oh, he's clattered him. An unnecessary bang from the Oven.
Quick slap on the ass on the way by, and away goes Oven. I mean, only the way that Oven could. The Zombie got third then as well, so Zombie's up to third now.
What a fantastic race. Herb's sliding everywhere.
Final corner.
It's all going on. Nobby Norris and Mikey side by side.
Here we go again.
2 laps to go. I've really enjoyed this.
This has been a great start to the season. Here goes Mikey then.
I can't believe 1 times tyre wear has done this much.
I know, innit?
I need to check his one.
Good point.
I need to check. That tyre wear's bad. But there we go. Opportunities.
Herb's got another penalty, and that's going to drop him out of this battle for the lead. On the penultimate lap, then we've still got 3 for it.
Nobby and Mikey still going at it. Oven's got 0.8 of a second to Bread. Grandstand finish, as Peatman's just quite rightly said in the chat.
Callum and Mattman as well, side by side again.
Bread is really pushing. Good to see that level of fight. Zombie as well. Could be a dark horse here.
Yep.
Slap Bread and the Oven, Steph just said.
Zombie, look at his lap time. Zombie's been super consistent. That's been saying to him all week, just be consistent.
Yep.
And that race has come to him 14s all race long.
It's weird that it's taken you 1 season to convince Zombie that, when I've been telling Mike for 17 of them. Mike's done a 14, 15, 14, 17, 14, 15, 14.
Here we go then, final lap.
Oven is
a good run at the final corner, then that lead has opened up.
He needs to stay outside slipstream range going up the hill.
So can he get turn 1 nailed? Gets it tucked in nicely. Doesn't use much of the curb on exit though.
He's got that done, and he's not lost too much time. Bread will probably be in slipstream range, but you'd think he's in a comfortable enough position. Zombie's right there as well. Don't rule him out of this.
Yeah,
Herb is comfortable 4th. Mikey's cleared Nobby now. And Oblivion's been a really solid debut for him in P7 as well. He's not far away from some very experienced drivers. Dane in P8. I'm not going to call him Fat Dane. I don't know him that well. And that man in P9. Callum's got another penalty in P10. Bruce Lee 11th. Royston 12th. Recipe for Jam 13th. But Oven's got a couple more corners to navigate. Could this be a maiden FTRL GT win?
He's negotiated the bus stop. No penalties. He's out of slipstream range then. 2 corners to go. Somebody pushing to get on the back of Bread. He's in slipstream range then. Around the penultimate corner.
It's incredibly
nice and tidy
safe.
Off the curbs.
It's incredibly safe. Oven, I can't believe I'm saying it. Round the final corner. And he takes the first ever win of FTRL GT3. Unbelievable. I never thought that would happen.
Superb job.
Yeah.
Superb job. What a return, says Andy in the chat. And yep, rightly so. What a return.
Up the Oven. One of the most popular winners I think this could ever possibly be. Bread with P2 and Zombie with a really good drive in P3. He's going to be delighted with that. Herb in P4. I think Herb was probably the quickest overall. There was just a few penalties and a few mistakes. And that can definitely cost you. Mikey P5, considering what he went through in that race, is a bit of an emotional roller coaster. I don't want to get him excited by saying that.
Yep, from 6th to 9th.
Absolute seeds. The chat is going mental. There we go. The preheated Oven takes his first ever win. We'll get this saved. I can't believe that just happened. The oven is
cooking on gas, Burgoy. The oven is cooking on gas.
Let's not do that, Lee. Preheat your ovens, everyone's going mental. I love it. Absolutely love it. Right, set by host. I'm saying this out there. It was only times 1 tyre wear.
Aiden has just announced that him and Oven are going to stop this weekend celebrating that victory. I'm assuming that must be a club in Birmingham.
Right, so that makes more sense to me now. I thought he liked a snobby person.
Maybe he does. Maybe he likes those
Well, maybe
snooty,
both.
snooty ladies.
Imagine if you met a snobby person in snobs. Could you imagine? Yeah, this isn't a professional stream. FTRL, welcome to you all. This is very normal for us.
Right. Joker saying something about a silk cut Jaguar. There is. You just can't beat a classic. Cannot beat a classic livery.
Yep, cannot beat a classic. Right. Please all like the stream for Oven. There we go. Let's get it done.
Snobs is awful, apparently.
Yeah, Tom would say that. Tom would say that.
Doesn't have a toaster, so he's probably not very happy.
Yeah, right. Well, we need to spin the wheel. So somewhere between 6th and 10th.
Yes, of course. So, for those who don't know and those who don't follow the touring cars, for the second race then. So, positions 6th through 10th are going to be on a random generating wheel. We're going to spin the wheel and then. Oh, did you mean to end the game?
Yeah, the lobby crashed for me then, so I'm just going to make a new one.
So we'll spin a wheel, and whichever number it lands on becomes pole position for race 2. So, for example, it could be position 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. They will go into pole, and then obviously, so say P8 gets drawn, so P8 will be on pole, the guy who finished P7 will be P2, the guy who finished 6th will be P3, the guy who won that race Oven, he will start P8, and then 9th downwards, the rest of the field will start as they finished.
Well, I have an alarming fact for you, Lee. Sorry to just ruin your mojo. We have 53 people watching.
Hello there.
Which is phenomenal. Right, I'm going to spin the wheel.
Nominal.
It's going to be somewhere between 6th and 10th.
Okay, so now
Oh, it's close. It's P7. Look at that. Some random applause. It's still spinning. It's spinning again for no reason. It's P7. World record. I think this actually is a record. The last time we got anywhere close to this was when we did the endurance race. Wow. Wow. Are you able to pull up the race results from the previous race, Lee?
Certainly, sir.
Thank you very much. Right, well. Do you know what the worst thing is? I'm almost debating getting Oven in for a quick chat between the races.
No, I don't do it.
I just don't think it's a good idea, do you? I don't. Oh look, it's on a fat day and I can see it now. I feel like that's permission. Right, everyone jump in your cars. If FTRL's favourite Belgian is Rob in the chat, or is it his missus?
It must be Max Def.
Max Def. Oh yeah, Max Def. Oh, phenomenal. What a brilliant race. I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was even better than I thought that was going to be. Everyone's saying yes to the chat. Zombie, been in FTRL for 4.5 years and that's his first ever podium. Wow, that's...
The amount of times he's bottled the podium in F1, I think that's very, very well deserved. That's long overdue penalty in that one.
There we go. Well done to you, Zombie, mate. It's, yeah, chuffed. GT3 admin this season as well. He's really taken a shine to it. Everyone showing some love for some Zombie. Get Oven in for the chat. I just don't think it's a good idea. I really don't. Do you know what? I'm going to do it.
Oh, God.
I can't.
Brace yourself, everybody.
Yeah,
it's about to get weird.
This is about to get very strange very quickly. I'm gonna have to tell him to leave.
Yeah, because he will stay here and commentate.
Yeah, he will just talk through the next race.
Are you ready for the order, by the way?
As soon as Nobby gets in his car, yes, I am.
Here he is.
Right, you are live on Channel 4. Please do not say fuck or bugger. Mate, congratulations. How did it feel? Try and be as PG as you can. Oh, your voice isn't shared. James, come on.
I've got to go to the options. Oh no!
Oh
missed an
no, you
absolute
just
gem
missed.
as
You
well.
just missed a line. He's lost for words
Hang on,
apparently.
yeah. So it's like putting a microwave pizza right in the microwave, and then you're pulling it out without turning the microwave on, and it's done. And you're like, oh well, that's happened. Okay, nice. It's an unexpected surprise.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Well, you're going to start P7 for this one, James.
Okay.
Well, let's go through the grid quickly then, Lee. Just can we reverse?
Yes. So on pole position is Oblivion.
Yep. Stay here for a sec, James.
Mr. Norris.
Yep.
Mikey.
Is it weird that I feel like Mike might win this? Go on.
A little bit, yeah. Herb.
Yep.
Zombie.
Yep. Then Bread.
Bread.
Yep. Then
Dane.
Then James. Then Dane. Dane was 8th, was he?
He was, yes.
Yep.
1 second. To go back. Unfortunately, my thing crashed as well, so
It should be on the stream.
that's what I'm trying to look for.
I believe it was Dane 8th. I think it was Mattman 9th.
Mattman 9th, then
Callum 10th. Bruce Lee Royston, Recipe for Jan.
Yes.
Right, okay. So, we'll give everyone a quick 2-minute warning. So, right, James.
Yes.
So, I can't believe that's just happened. But, so, for the second race, you're going to be starting P7. Where did you start in race 1?
P7, mate.
P7. Now, what's the likelihood of what's just happened happening again?
I guess we'll see. The consistency is there. I'm being a bit tentative going into some of the faster corners, just trying to avoid the penalties. I'd rather lap a few tenths slower than avoid risking the penalties.
Yeah.
I mean, Bread and ERB, they're very quick. They're very quick, and they're using all the track much more than what I am. But I think the reason I got close to ERB in the first place was because he had a half a second penalty.
Yeah.
And then same with Bread as well. So I think as long as the consistency stays there, who knows?
Well, I can't believe what happened. The fact that you've won the first ever GT3 race is genuinely mind-blowing to me. But
I know.
I'm going to probably not sleep too well later on and just sit there and just think. I think that's what's going to happen.
You're going to have to rethink all your life choices.
Yeah,
I hope you know
It's
this
going to be
now,
like
mate.
Vietnam meme, isn't it?
I know.
Except
And the fact that we had to delay everything just so you could get into the lobby and then you win. But right, anyway, go and have a good race.
Look, boys, keep up the good work. All right.
I can't believe you. I genuinely feel slightly annoyed.
look. If I'm last now, it's because I want Aaron to have a lovely sleep
Thank
tonight.
you.
So
Thank you.
let you all know that.
Very kind. Right.
Take care.
See you later.
Good luck.
Well done, mate. I can't just no. I'm not accepting it.
I mean, he was always got an F1, and I think, he's clearly just adapted very, very quickly.
Yeah, which just blows my mind. Right. Anyway,
To be fair though, remember when we started GT2 originally, and like how many first week winners we'd have.
Yeah, that is true.
Didn't we? Like the Porsche season where it was just win.
Just loads of winners. Yeah, I remember that actually. Right, Lee, you are the man once again. Take us away.
Alright then, so waiting for the lights.
There we go.
Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Oblivion then is going to lead us off pole position for race 2, and away we go. He gets a good launch.
Very good launch.
As they head down towards turn 1 then 4.
Oh, 4 wide is it?
First time. Oh, it
Herbs.
is indeed. Who's that down
Oh,
the
Herbs
inside?
defensive. Urban Bread.
It was Bread. He's put Mikey way out wide. And the front 2 then getting a bit of a gap immediately then. As Mikey rejoins in third still, but it's 3 wide as they head up the hill.
Staying very wide. This is really important that Mikey can stay ahead of this pack now. But Nobby Norris and Oblivion have absolutely checked out already.
I'll be going for the leader. Is he just going to push?
Oh, somebody's off
the bus stop.
Zombie was on the grass temporarily. Mikey, can he stay ahead of Bread? He can. But
Dane to the back. Zombie gets pushed across the grass. Callum almost hits the back of him. Zombie's sliding. He's got dirty tyres. Batman. Oh, Royston's off again.
Poor old Royston.
A little bit chaotic this time.
Leave him alone. Mikey and Bread right on the
Roughly that
leaders.
time around. But Oblivion still leads and Nobby in second, but Mikey and Brad have closed that gap already. Brad going super aggressive at the start of this one. He's down the inside of Mikey up to third then. Oh, Oblivion and Nobby both wide. And penalties for both of them as well. Across the line for the first time. Oblivion still leads Brad down the inside of Nobby Morris into turn one. Gets it stopped this time. Mikey making it 3 wide.
People seem to be quite a fan of the winners' interviews there. I mean, it wasn't intentional, but the fact it was Oven, I felt like we had to do it. But we'll see. What's happened to Dane, apparently? Dane is down in 12th. He's got stuck behind this pack of cars.
Beating up a little bit in that shake-up on that one. I think he went into the back of Zombie.
Mikey and Brad going side by side. Brad's run wide. Mikey's got a better run. A little bit of a bump. Brad's got a 1 second penalty.
Yeah, just cut too much of the inside curb. Unfortunately, he has to go side by side. I do love that Miller livery he's got on his car as well. It's one of the classic NASCAR liveries.
Lovely livery, that, from Brad. Oblivion has just had a half-second penalty, so Mikey's now going to be close with Brad. Brad looking back up the inside of Mike, going into the penultimate corner. And then Callum's up to P4. He's had a really good start.
Indeed. Norris down to P5. It's turned that Herb 6th. Is that going wide? That was Matman. Comes up corner.
I don't think winners' interviews is going to stay, lads. I think it's more just going to be for GT3, you know, a bit of fun, that kind of thing. We'll see.
Absolutely. So Oblivion still leads in until lap 3. Mikey hanging on to P2 ahead of Brad.
Yeah, Nobby very wide.
Nice and tight still. Everybody's still together.
Yeah, we've not lost anybody, which is good. Oblivion doing really, really well.
Norriston's got ahead of Dane then. Still on the back of the pack though, so just 5.5 seconds cover the whole field at the moment as we drag up towards the bus stop for the 3rd time. Zombie with the fastest lap of the race. Still very tightly bunched together, so... Yeah. Oh, Mikey's very sorry, he's at the bus stop, he's at the wall. Across the track.
Mikey's down on Mikey. Zombie, could he go through? Mikey just wants to be back down in P11.
He's back in his safe space.
Yeah. Callum is now up to 2nd and he's putting some serious pressure on the race leader. And Nobby Norris has got a little pack of cars behind him, one of them being Oven, up to P4. It's a very quiet but solid start to the race.
Yep. Backwards off the line, down to P8, but now found himself in 4th, right behind him.
Mikey's got all
his penalty.
All work
the
to
wall
do
at the final corner.
Well, from last to first, there's a 6-second gap. Everybody's on the same bit of track. Junkie Sports have Mikey for 11th. Witchell with the popcorn, love it. And Oblivion is checking out. Callum is closing the gap. And Oven has now got past Nobby Norris. And he's bringing Herb with him. Herb flashing his lights.
Trying to open the door. And Nobby Norris, who's got a great run on Oven. To the inside, Herb thought about making it 3 wide for a second, thought better of it. Nobby Norris goes back into P3.
Oh, he's run very wide. Oh, he's had a wiggle. He's in the wall.
Oh no, dirty tyres.
He's still accelerating into the wall. It's not advised. Just reverse. Just reverse. There we go. Callum's been a lot better on his tyres already compared to Oblivion, if you look at them, although Callum's just run very wide. Oven's run wider.
Oven wide as well. On the outside, they're going to do leaning on him into the final corner.
Brad's banged into the wall. Oven and Herb are sort of
leaning on each other.
Yeah,
down
interesting.
The straight.
Where is Dane? Probably at home, but there he is. P12 just behind the recipe for jam.
Brad's at the back of Oven and around he goes.
What's happened?
Oh, shame for Brad.
I missed it. I was looking at Dane.
So he, Oven and Herb were side by side, and then Brad came in too hot, hit the back of Oven, and he just slammed on the brakes, locked his tyres up, and around he went into turn 1.
Well, Oblivion's extended his gap, and he's gone purple in the first sector. He's just done the fastest lap of the race. He's found some rhythm.
That's what you need. Solid 14s. That'll be enough. We saw them last race, like Zombie. We got third, was just 14, low 14s, mid 14s every lap. The field's starting to spread out. Those lap times should start to drop.
Herb's just run very, very wide. In answer to your question, Jordan, not really. It's only sometimes there'll be a couple of people that on the spectator camera will probably be slightly jittery, but on the whole, no, not at all. So don't worry. Borderline unplayable. No, it's very much not. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, it just looks a bit jerky. Oh, Mikey in the wall.
It's just the spectator thing. It's been the same since they released it about a year ago. But front two have checked out. Could that be another penalty for him? He seems alright actually. Ovens managed to stay ahead of Mike, but he's got a massive, massive gaggle of cars behind.
Yep, great battle here. So you've got Oven, you've got Mike, you've got Matman Zombie. I'm our Bruce Lee, Royston, Dane, and Recipe for Jam. All in. We've got gap there.
Yeah, Bread not too far behind. Bread will catch back up, definitely. I think we've just seen Zumpy in the chat. As in the Zumpwar.
You did? Good evening, Zumpy. How are we?
Good evening, mate. Long time no see. We've not seen Zumpy Zumpwar for a long time. It's bringing back loads of new faces, loads of old faces. Sorry, it's too much excitement.
Callum is closing in there a little bit, I think, this time. 0.8 of a second between the front two.
Oven versus Mikey is one of my favourite battles I've ever seen. And they've only just done one corner together. It just makes sense to me, this.
So then,
Bruce Lee going well, and Royston actually.
44, 47. So in fact, the front two have pulled away a little bit there, but yeah, Callum fastest one on that lap.
Yeah, like I said, a little shout out there for Bruce Lee and Royston. 6th and 7th going well. Royston obviously with that unfortunate race one incident.
He's had a drama. Oh, Matman's had a drama. He's down to 11th. Oh, and Zombie 12th. What's happened there? They were running, what were they, 5th, 6th and 7th a minute ago?
Yeah, potential collision. Zombie's just got a penalty and potentially another one. Yeah, 1 second. Nobby Norris will probably close back up to him. Bread is reeling in those ahead of him. Pagani's still drifting. Pagani drifts off everywhere. It's always just away with the fairies. Dane solid P8. A jam update. Yeah, it's just nice and smooth. Not too bumpy.
Yeah, just did his personal best as well, 15.3 that lap.
Yep, going well.
Yeah, seems to be getting to a bit of a groove. However, we're going to put some jam on some bread in the not too distant future.
Well, there we go. Callum has Aaron, you're a fairy. That's very true. Very true.
Good evening, Joey.
Joey Corboy's in the chat. Wow, I'm really fighting the urge to do my Irish accent. Really fighting the urge because it's borderline offensive. Right, Callum is applying the pressure to Oblivion, and those two have got 2.5 seconds.
Another 2/10 out of the lead that time around, and he's now just about. He's going to get slipstream by the time we get onto the back straight. And there we go then. So Callum into slipstream range of the race leader. Solid P3. Mikey still stalking Oven.
The best looking Smiths in the chat as well. Good evening, Jack. The most talented of the three. Supporting his boy Oven, who just got his first ever win, the first ever win in FTRL GT3. And Mikey's weirdly sort of still there.
Going well.
Callum, 1 second penalty.
Oh, that's going to be a killer then. I mean, done all that hard work.
Well, that's going to
drop him right back towards Herb.
Jelly Deals, how are we? Very good, mate. Very good. That's what he calls me, Jelly Deals. Obvious reasons. Oblivion's had a poor final corner compared to Callum, but like I said, Callum's going to have to just put all of the pressure all over him here and just try and force him into a mistake through the sort of damage limitation with his penalty. Herb still going strong. Yeah, I'm all for that. Royston and Dane going side by side. Mikey and Bruce Lee going side by side. Mikey's got another penalty. Bruce Lee's temporarily up to 5th. We're going to trade back in a second, I think. We're back up to 50 people watching the stream. Please do drop a like. It takes 1 second and it goes a long way for us, so thank you. Mikey, 1 second penalty now. I don't know how he's got one on a straight, but
I think he ran wide out the first corner.
I think he might get one there as well. Potentially, or is he alright? I think he's okay.
I think he's okay.
Yeah. Dane seems to be a popular driver. Everyone seems to be happy with Dane. Just got the fastest lap as well. A lot of love for Dane. I like Dane as well.
He's a good lad.
We'll go with that. Dane's my new favourite.
Callum serves his penalty, and that gives Oblivion a 2.3 second lead.
And Dane and Royston have just gone past Mikey, who's dropped down to P8. He's getting closer to P11.
We saw him in the last race, and he went forwards again.
Oven is overtaking Herb, going over the start-finish line to start lap number 10.
And we're going to see another late surge for the win. He's just done the fastest lap of the race as well, a 14.0.
What would happen if Mikey completed a race without a single penalty? I dread to think.
Again, looking at the tyre wear, Oblivion's has got considerably more than Callum. Ovens is the best of the lot again. Oven really looking after that front left. Only going to help him in the last third of this race. But here comes Herb back at him.
Or is he going to take a look?
To the bus stop.
Oh, he is.
Side by side, no. Backs out this time.
Tom Smith getting confused with what the Danish flag is. He's put Swedish ones in. I feel like it's sarcastic, but I'm going to assume it's not because it's Tom.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, Matt Man and Recipe for Jam, both with penalties, but they're still going at it.
Bread has now cleared them both.
Yeah, Zombie and Nobby Norris are close together, but they're some way away from the field. Oblivion's only 1.6. We've lost a bit of time there.
Yeah,
potential penalty.
Wide somewhere. Callum's taken about a second. Yeah, about half a second out of him, although he's had a good run at the final corner, and that gap going back up to about 2 seconds.
Oven's taken a few tenths out of them both this lap, so possible late surge. He's got 5 laps. Doesn't need to go too crazy.
3 seconds is the gap, so yeah, he took half a second out of the race lead that time.
Yeah, Bruce Lee
more. He
fifth.
took 7, 8 tenths out of the lead at that time.
Dane in P6
for Oblivion.
and Royston and Mikey going for P7. Bread's recovering to P9. He's still trying to close the gap back up to the front runners. So just to let you know as well, race 3 after this week will be reverse championship order as of the start of the week. So at the end of this week we'll do the championship stand-ins, and race 3 next week will be reversed as of how the week begins, if that makes sense. But for tonight it will just be a reverse of race 2. And then yes, so nice and straightforward, kind of.
Callum has got his rear end's getting a little bit warm. He might be getting some heat off the oven.
It might well be. So you wouldn't run it past him here. He's taken a significant amount of time out of Oblivion. I feel like it's the tyre wear which is really helping him. Oblivion's got really bad tyre wear compared to the next 2 or 3. Herb isn't too far away again. And Bruce Lee's got really good tyre wear, and so has Dane actually. Very impressive from these two.
These two working together nicely now. Got a bit of clear track in front and behind. Can we do anything about the front 4? 4 laps to go. Gap up front is 1.7.
Oh, we were asking for our favourite livery tonight, that stuff. I mean, naturally I'm always going to sway towards Milka because I feel like I was the founder of the Milka live racing team.
Yeah, I mean, on a Jag I'm always going to look at the silk cut livery. However, I do like Bread's Miller.
Bread's is nice. Royston's is lovely, that Nesquik livery. I really like that with the FTRL badge on it. I'm probably going to go with that. Royston's livery wins my vote this week. Zombies looks cool. To be fair, there's some really cool looking liveries. Nobby's is really cool as well. I've got no idea where it's from, but
up front the gap is 0.7 of a second.
We do as well at some point need to get people excited about the GT2/GT1 combo for the season as well. So we'll go over that at some point.
Races.
Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Oven's putting Callum under pressure as they come over the line to start lap number 13. They've got 3 laps to mount their challenge. If I'm Oven at this point, I'm trying to push Callum up there with me, but Callum's just run wide.
Drops in again though.
Some support for Callum in the chat. Be good to see, an Herb is right there with him. 4-way scrap.
Why is Dylan not in the chat supporting Callum? Come on, Dylan, pull your life out.
Yeah.
Sort your life out.
Pull your life out. It did. Just reach in and pull your life out. Oh, Dane's on the attack against Imard Bruce Lee. I love that name.
Wants the lead.
Go on, Dane. Up the old nose, pulled out.
Bruce Lee giving him plenty of room. That's the answer.
Who's on comms for GT2 tomorrow, Lee? Do you want to answer that?
That would be me.
It is Lee.
And possibly another. But
Another.
decided.
It won't be me, unfortunately, tomorrow. It won't be roles reversed. Well, unlikely that it will be me tomorrow, but we'll see. Let's go and check in on the leaders. 1.5 seconds, so Callum is defending. Oven can't get past at this stage. And Herb is, again, now right there with him.
Oblivion's also pulled away again, so battling for P2, as we saw with Bread in the first race, has allowed that Oblivion get away again. So can they sort themselves out and go back on the offensive?
Yeah.
Or are we going to see a battle for P2? Callum's a little bit hot in there.
Yeah, it's very, very good from Oven. That I watched that. That was well executed. Leon Comms is all they need in their life, apparently, Lee. So, I mean, I feel slightly offended, but I understand that you don't listen to a nasally Cockney. I totally get that. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. If you want unsafe, I can do it in my German accent. But again, I feel like that's dangerous territory.
Oh, contact for P3.
Oh,
Herb's gone through.
Why is Herb in the air? What's happened?
He got a great run on Callum. He went down the inside into the bus stop.
Oh, God. There's tyre smoke. There's all stuff going on.
So Herb absolutely sent it on the inside of Callum into the first part of the bus stop. And I think they pinched together. He got pinched against the car on the wall and he just got spat across and down the runoff.
I feel like that's a TikTok waiting to happen. Oh, God, why is Herb in the air? I know I'm not a Cockney, Carl, but everyone seems to think that I am because I'm Southern. It's just a thing. Bread has...
Final lap then.
Yeah, Bread's arrived, but he's got a 1.5 second penalty.
Oh, he's got the chicane again.
Dane is in P4.
Indeed he is. He's picked through the chaos.
Oblivion has been superb in this race. I feel like we've kind of just been waiting for somebody to catch him, but he's just been so solid.
He has. Look at them again. Look at the consistency. 14s slipped into the 15s a couple of times, but the last couple of laps again back into the 14s.
This needs
when
to,
he's needed it.
Look at his tyre wear though, Lee.
Yeah, tyre wear. Yeah, I mean, he's got that. I mean, this corner here will be key. He's going to lead on that front left. Oh, he's got it a little bit hot there. See the tyre struggling. This is where it's going to hurt him as well, around this long right-hander. Yeah. Leaning on the front left, the gap's coming down. But is Oven going to run out of time?
Callum's got a
1.5 second penalty, but I think he's going to be safe.
Yeah, good old Dane. What a drive. Herb's got a half-second penalty, and that's going to really push him back. But Oblivion around the penultimate corner.
Very sensible, just taking that very easy. This is the last corner. He's going to lean on that tyre again. A little bit wide, but gets it round. And he's going to win.
What a fantastic drive. There we go. Two different winners. Really good drive from Oven as well. Oblivion takes his first ever win in his second ever race. Oven has done the opposite. He's finished second in his second race. Ooh, Callum P3.
Between Mikey and Herb. Herb's just going to drag him.
Dane with a fantastic drive back up to P4. Bruce Lee again also with a brilliant drive, P5. Herb again had an eventful race. Loads of pace. P6. Mikey P7. Royston P8. Good to see. Bread recovered to P9. Just getting Matt Man. Who finished 10th. Zombie P11. Nobby P12. And Recipe for Jam P13. There we go. Well. Oblivoid. There we go. Look, you were correct. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
I wasn't doing my best Tom impression.
Yeah, I kind of wondered why. You're one of the smartest people I know, and I was like, I wondered why you were struggling to say the word Oblivion, but it's fine. Yeah, that's no problem. Right, can you please read me said grid in reverse order? I know Recipe for Jam will be in Uno.
So in reverse order, so Recipe for Jam on pole. Nobby Norris is P2.
Oh, yep.
Zombie is P3.
Oh, yep.
Matman P4.
Yep.
Bradley P5.
I've always said Bradley singing. Who bloody hell's Bradley?
Yep. Brad Bobley P5. Royston P6.
Go on the Royston. Yep.
Just Mikey P7.
Of course.
Mr. Oregano in P6.
Right. Okay. That took me longer than I care to admit to figure that. Yeah.
Jackie Chan P7.
Okay, you're really making me look stupid here. Then it's Dane, Callum, Oven, Oblivion.
Swedish Dave, Callum, Oven, and
Swedish Dave. That's got to be his new nickname. I'm changing that in the Discord. Swedish Dave.
Yes.
Ah, superb. Right, we'll give them all a 3-minute warning. Right, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to ask everyone to like the stream again. Please do. I'm sure you have already, but I'm going to keep doing it. So, the format for the upcoming GT2/GT1 season. So, the drivers in both divisions were asked to pick a teammate from their own division. And then we had 14 pairs of drivers across 2 divisions, so 7 in each. And then what we've done is we've paired up drivers from both divisions to make it as a fair grid as possible. And to be honest with you, I think we've done a really good job of pairing everybody up, Lee. I think you'd agree in that. There's no outstanding teams or anything like that.
No, I think it literally could come down to the last week to qualify for the final.
So there is a 10-week season. So week 1 and week 3 will be sprint format races, much like you're seeing here. Now, this will be in the Honda Group 3 NSX car for GT1 and the Subaru WRX Group 4 car for GT2. The difference is in race 2, the drivers which get reversed in through the random wheel generator, those drivers will be on medium tyres, and the guys at the back of the grid, sort of from the ones that didn't get reversed, will be on softs. So it's a bit of a handicap for those drivers, and it gives more opportunity for people to win, etc., etc. Now, that'll be the same for weeks 1, 3, 6 and 8. And then on weeks 2, 4, 7 and 9, we're going to have an endurance race. So that'll just be one race with a longer qualifying session. In GT1, it'll be in a Honda Group 2 NSX. And then in GT2, it'll be the Subaru BRZ Group 3 car. So in theory, GT1 are in Hondas, GT2 are in Subarus. And that's how we're doing it. Now, the drivers from both divisions will represent the same team. And then there will be no Constructors' Championship in your normal division. So you have a normal Drivers' Championship. And then what you'll do is you'll have your total points across both divisions will be added up in a teams table, if that makes sense so far. Now, the format for this is effectively the way that you would win the teams' championship is not just who gets the most points by the end of the season. So between weeks 1 to 9, there will be just everybody accumulating as many points as they can for their team. And then as of the end of week 9, the top 4 teams in the table will qualify for the grand finale, which will be a standalone race which will determine the team's champion. So you could qualify on the final week in just scrape inside the top 4. And you could have a blinding final week in the grand finale, and that will win you the team's championship. So it gives everybody something to fight for. You can have other little things like if you're missing the GT1 race, one of your teammates from GT2 can fill in for you and contribute towards your team. If a GT2 driver is missing, you'll see one of these gentlemen in GT3 fill in. So we're trying to incorporate all the divisions as we can. You'll get the hang of it as we go, but there's a huge team element to what we're doing this season. Really, really exciting. You'll get the hang of it as we go. There will also be a special week in week 5, which is team points only, which again we'll go over. Zach, your commentator, switchback, he will go over it all as we go every week. You'll pick it up. It's going to be superb. It's the biggest season we've ever done. And yeah, there'll be a team of 4, which will be your team champions. So drivers' championships are obviously where people will naturally gravitate towards, but the main focus, the main championship is the team's championship. So you need to be supporting the team across both divisions. So there we go. That's the kind of format in lengthy/brief form. But listen, final race of the season, final race of the evening, Lee. Who used your money on for the final?
Matt or Zombie could do something here from the second row.
Yep.
Again, they need that consistency. Really, if they can get away and get out of trouble, then possibly one of them. So I'm going to go Zombie.
Okay. I think Bread's going to win. I'm going to go his P5. I think it could happen. But yes, right. Get your comments in. Let me know who you think is going to win this one. What's happened, Lee?
Chat.
Who's in the chat? Is it Feber?
Yeah, is Fever.
It's Fever. Everyone loves Fever.
I love Fever.
I thought you could do a German accent then, wouldn't you?
I very nearly did.
Yeah.
Wie geht's, Fever?
Yeah. Right, Dane. Everyone's predicting Dane to win, but Dane's starting down in P10, so it'll be a hell of a drive. Oven from 12th is a big shout. Mikey from 7th is not happening. But here we go. Final race of the evening. Fever, we love you. Welcome back. Thank you for watching. Please come and race with us at some point, because you are literally the most popular person FTRL has ever seen. So we all love you, just as long as you know that. Loads of love for Fever in the chat. Okay, right, recipe for jam, and Nobby Norris is your front row for the final race of the evening. Gabe Lupoli, he sounds like he's just signed for like Napoli. He's in the chat, he's cheering on Oven.
Here we go then. We've got 3, 4, 5 red lights. The final race of the evening is go, and it's a good start for the front row. Second row's had a good start as well. Bread's also had a good launch as they head down towards turn 1. Oven looking to the inside. Further back. Are we all going to get around? Okay, there's been contact. Zombie's been punted by Bread, I think.
Yeah, Bread dropped down to P6
Bread
and he's
back
wide.
a little bit. Zombie hanging on though. And that's been pulled him around the outside of Matman. So Jam leads us up the hill for the first time.
They're 3 wide behind Herb. Bread to win. Beth's in the chat saying, go on, Nobby.
Bruce Lee on the grass, I think, up the hill there.
Ford's Napoli, innit? Yep, I agree. Nobby Norris up the
Nobby
inside.
Norris.
What a move.
He's absolutely sent it into the
He's
bus stop there.
properly sent that. I respect it. Respect the hell out of it.
Jam has a massive snap.
Oh, Royston,
Up,
don't do it again. Oh, no. Don't.
Oh, he's done
Stop.
it again, hasn't he? Oh,
People
no.
have a habit of accelerating into that wall, and I can't figure out why. Unlucky for Royston. Plenty of time. Reverse grids as well. The pack will be slower than usual.
A little bit longer. Oh, Matman's going a little bit hot there into the corner. Bread's looking at P3.
Oh, there's all sorts. Oven's up to P8 already, so he's cleared a few cars. Bread's P4 after his punt on Zombie. He's got past Zombie. Matman P3. Bread's pushing him up. Put it in reverse, Terry. Sorry. Sorry, Ross has just made a comment that just made me laugh. I don't know if you've seen the video, put it in reverse, Terry. If you haven't, please watch it. It's one of the best things you'll ever watch. Nobby Norris with a 1 second lead.
Oh, he's gone. He loves a race 3 victory, doesn't he?
He does. The turtle is flying.
He just needs a Zom behind him, or the recipe for Jam could be his Zom this week.
Everybody cheering on Jam, or if you're American, Jello. I think that's right. Is that right? Or Jelly? I don't know. I'll just call
Jelly,
him Jam.
Yeah,
just make
Jelly.
It...
They call it Jelly.
I think Jello they call. No, let's not go there. Right.
Jelly.
Oh, Bread's pushed him off.
Oh, Bread's
Just, it's not having it. Oh, Bread's let him go.
Hey.
Fair play.
Well on Bread. Yeah. However, let Zombie and Herb through.
Oh, fair play.
Yeah, I think he saw a gap and it just got a little bit tight there, and that's now got Oven all over the back of him as well. Oblivion's pulled through to 8th as well, so he's had a good couple.
He saw
laps.
a gap that wasn't there and executed it perfectly. Matman's run wide in the penultimate corner. He's going to get a penalty.
Zombie's through. To P2 then. Yeah, Matman with a penalty. Is he now going to play a gobstopper for the rest of the pack to try and let Zombie get away?
Gobstopper. Amazing. Fair play. Down the inside of Matman. Matman's run wide.
It's gone a little bit hard. Oh, he's off the curve. That's going to be another penalty.
That's
Brad
not
running wide as well. That'll
the
be
best
for
turn
him.
1. Oven is P5, soon to be P4. He's absolutely flying.
Oh, Matman's got a second added to his penalty. There's 1.5 seconds now for Matman. Struggling to get the car stopped at turn 1. He had great pace last night as well. Oh, more contact with Bread.
He's punched Bread for no reason. Oven up the inside of Herb.
Tom's going to be furious.
He is. FTRL gobstopper. It's trending.
Oh, through, but
oh,
sideways. Oh, and Herb's got 1.5 second penalty now as well.
Oh, there's contact.
Oh.
Right, there's somebody in the chat that I don't know how to say their name. Shaughnessy, I know how to say the surname. I'm not going to try. I don't want to insult you.
Oh God, what do you think? Cara Shaughnessy? Shaughnessy?
Nah, let's just not try it. If you've got something we can simplify it to, until then I'm going to call you Clive.
Clive Shawn.
Clive Shawn.
Definitely Irish.
Yep.
It's one of those names. It's going to be something completely Cara.
It's Cara. Clive is better for me. Clive.
Oh, correct.
Zombie for the win, apparently. Nobby Norris, 1.5 second penalty. Nobby Norris is second. Not Nobby Norris, Zombie's second.
Well done, Clive.
Yeah, well done,
Clive's
Clive.
taking it like a man. Well done.
Yeah, well done.
So Nobby's still leading, 1.6 seconds, but Zombie has done the fastest lap of the race, so he is on the charge. Oh, and Nobby's got a 1.5 second penalty.
I just told you that. Well,
I
listening.
wasn't listening.
He was distracted by Clive.
I was. Clive was a very distracting.
Jam update. He's currently in all sorts of bother. Oh, I was scared about that rejoin then. Dane's got a half-second penalty. Boo!
Mikey just slotted it down the inside.
Mikey's still 7th. Started 7th, and he's just regained 7th.
He seems to be Mikey P7 now, doesn't he? Not P11 anymore.
Yeah,
Not tonight anyway. Maybe tomorrow he'll be back in P11.
Yeah, Geordie's on the prowl. Geordie's first by 1.2 seconds. Everyone, there's a lot of love for Zombie in the chat. Co-Andy's in there as well. Co-Andy, who I will say has just done like a ridiculously long charity walk at the weekend. What was it? 20? How many? 22 miles was it? I'm unsure. Lee's vanished. So it was basically Andy did a long walk, and we're all proud of him.
Yeah.
Oven is 3rd. Bread is 4th. Mikey's up to 5th now. Bruce Lee 6th. Oblivion 7th. Side by side with Herb. They've got matching penalties.
Cute.
Yep, that is cute. And Dane is flirting all over the back of them. And then Matman, Callum, and Jam, they are all there. Poor old Royston. I feel sorry for Royston. Come on, Royston.
Just give me the down note. Trying to close back in, but yeah, not been his week, unfortunately. But
he's definitely quicker than this, by the way, because we've seen it. We've seen it with our eyes. So come on, Royston. Give him some love in the chat. We all love him. Zombie 1.4 seconds. He's got his first ever podium tonight in 4.5 years of league racing, and now he's got a very, very, very good chance of picking up his first ever win. He's got Nobby Norris behind him, who has won before. He won in GT2 last season at Monza, but he's also got Oven and Bread closing him down. Dane's on the flirt. Zom's not sure about that one.
Tease.
He's currently P7.
P7.
He has a train of cars behind him. Royston sounds like a brand of pickle, does that say?
Yes.
You keep bringing those comments in here, Will, because I enjoy them. Zombie 1.5 seconds
on
now.
4P7.
Nobby Norris has got a 1 second penalty.
Nobby's being undone by penalties here tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, and now Oven, that's going to release Oven. I mean, to be fair to him, he started 12th and he's going to be second in a second. Second in a second?
Second in a second.
And Bread's with him as well. This could be close, this. I still think Bread's going to win this. I feel it.
Nobby then about to serve his penalty.
Jonesy's in the chat. He's only missed the first hour and a half of the evening. Good evening, Jonesy.
He's probably had to go around a long way home because it was a tall.
Yeah, he's had to borrow his neighbour's Wi-Fi. I've just seen the words beefy, bubbly bastards in the chat. So, Bread, Oven, Zombie, first 3 from Derek. Oh, Derek's debut tomorrow as well in GT2. Looking forward to that.
Exciting. Oh,
Derek,
side by side for P2.
I wish you the very best.
Oven on the inside, Bread. Oven drops in behind that. So, to be fair, Oven is driving very, very sensibly tonight.
Yeah,
well,
which is weird.
Realising when to attack. Oh,
Nobby
has a big twitch.
Nobby's warming up his tyres.
And Mikey's through to P4.
Mikey's 4. Have you seen Ted Lasso? You know when the director of football gets sick when something uncomfortable happens? Yep. I feel like that needs to happen when Mikey there. Oh. Whoever does the FTRL TikTok, can you please insert a video of something like that? That would be great. Yeah. And Mikey's gone purple.
Something definitely going on with Mikey, because I was doing one of the time trials last night around the Black Bean Raceway, and Mikey was the fastest out of everybody on my friends list.
Around the where? Black Bean Raceway?
Black Bean, yeah.
What's
it's like
that?
An oval, but it's like B on it.
Oh, BB. Oh, right, I'm with you. I never knew it was called Black Bean.
There you go.
But to be fair, when Mikey's under no pressure...
Mikey was the fastest person on my friends list in this time trial.
Had anybody else done it?
A lot of people have done it. Oh. Sean's there, Blue Flag, Cartman's on there.
Well.
And Mikey was the fastest one.
Well, we know that when he's under no pressure, he can do a lap.
True.
Anyway, right.
I'm a little bit sus.
Ross can't do time trials. We all need to know that as well. Smiths are in his head.
It's just Jones. I thought it was Jonesy for a second, but I realised he's the one just above it.
And Jones?
Who's that?
I think that's Colombian Jonesy.
Broadbean.
Broadbean
Raceway.
Broadbean. Is it? I don't know. Tom, I'm not going to say that, Tom.
I thought it was Blackbean.
Right, Zombies 2.1 seconds clear. Bread and Oven are still fighting.
Even though he's looking, but he's still sitting behind. So
Yeah.
letting Bread kind of run his lines. Yeah, they need to work together if they want to close Zombie down, because Zombie, again, being super consistent. Look at that. Again, 14.8, 14.2, 14.3, 14.3, 14.5, 14.1. So he's just at his personal best.
Yeah, Mikey's closing in on these two as well. Feels weird saying that. Nobby Norris is driving well as well. Bruce Lee and Dane, they're stuck together again. Oblivion, your race 2 winner, is in P8. Callum reset. Oh no.
Has a
Tom's
friend.
just put Callum reset with loads of laughing faces in the chat, and I'm struggling not to laugh. Just Jones, do you know just Mikey H? That's a good question. But, well, as it's all calmed down for a second, I would genuinely like to thank everybody for watching this tonight, because it's been nothing but a huge success. We've put a lot of work into this for several. This is our 21st season of FTRL GT, and this is the first time we've ever expanded to 3 divisions. We could have done it before, and we've chosen not to, and I'm so pleased that we did, because we've got a wonderful group of people, loads of support in the chat as well, which is beyond anything we could have thought, so thank you so much. And also thank you to Bristol Street Motors with Accelerate as well, because without that partnership we wouldn't be in this position. So wonderful and all that stuff. Right, Zombies 1.4 seconds clear. He's lost about a second to those guys now. You do know Oblivion.
He did a 14.0 last time around, but Brett behind did a 13.7. Taking a bit more time out of him this lap. So yeah, the two behind are just working together nicely at the minute. Brett not attacking.
Yeah, well,
14.4 against 14.0, so 4 tenths again this time around from Brett.
it turns out that Colombian Jonesy knows Oblivion, so whether Colombian Jonesy, that's what he's going to be called. Dane up the inside of Bruce Lee. He's stopped on the corner. It's not the optimal line, and that man's now right there with him. And Oblivion,
Oblivion as well.
He's on his way. It's a good name, isn't it? Oblivion. It just kind of, you just feel confident when you see it. And I like the livery, the sort of baby blue and pink. It reminds me of those little bubblegum cola bottle things.
Yeah. Matman getting around Dane then, up the hill, up to P7.
Poor old Herb down in P10 with another penalty. I'm his dad. Well, sorry, I'm not Herb's dad. It's just a comment I've just read. Just weirdly timed. Just need to clarify this. And again, for those that are new, this is very common in the streams. We try to be serious. We end up having a laugh.
It doesn't last long, does it?
No, we've tried so hard, and we said to Bristol Street Motors, "No, the stream's very, very, very professional."
Wrong.
Yeah, but ultimately, yeah, big group of mates, and Callum's got a 1.5 second. See, look, Callum gets a penalty in the last race. He drove really well, didn't get no penalties. Callum gets a penalty in the race, and he just malfunctions. Right, Bread and Oven are side by side. Oven around the outside of Bread.
Zombie wants to see, because now it's compromised Bread's line and that gap. Actually, they've had a good run at the first corner, so they're still closing in. But yeah, that's what Zombie want to see in his mirror. Oven starting to attack Bread.
There's a big battle for P6 going on.
Nobby coming battle for P5 because Nobby's got a 1 second penalty.
Oh, you're Oblivion's dad. You're not Jonesy's dad. I'm confused. You could be both. You never know. You never know.
Are you going to reveal the
Awesome channel. Thank you. Please subscribe. Otherwise, I will not call you Colombian Jonesy anymore. Like the stream as well. You could be a mere Venezuelan Jonesy. Actually, I'm not going to put labels on this. This could get dangerous. Right, Dane and Matman, they're going at it.
Nobby's serving his penalty, so he's about to join this battle from the front. In fact, I think Bruce Lee's going to get him. He does, up to P5.
I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Oh, we've got change for P2. Oven is second.
T. Smith in the chat saying, prove it, Johnsy, with a lowercase j and no e. Typical Tom fashion. Yeah. Right, Oven is past Bread. They're now on the hunt. There is
the same at the front. Oh, Mikey ran a bit wide there. Oh, there, Nobby sideways into turn one.
There's a lot of tyre smoke and some emotion.
Nobby there overcooked it into turn one. He might get away with a penalty. Without a penalty.
Man, still side by side. There's been a lot of side by side action up the hill.
Do we know any famous Danes who play for Newcastle? Was Lovenkrands Danish?
Yes, he was. Peter Lovenkrands. I'm not sure whether he was.
That one gets
yes,
it done.
Dane,
Dane
that's the wrong way.
Oh, Dane turned him around. Dane just slightly. Oh my god, I'm so glad he ghosted that.
Oh, yeah, fair play to Dane for waiting, not for hitting him.
Try to Dane binning that there, yep.
Sorry. Wrong time to laugh. Don't pull me up on that. Right, 1 second is the gap at the front. Switch back on. 3 laps left.
That was a great battle there, unfortunately. That's ended. So, that's put Bruce Lee now 1.2 seconds clear in P5. So he's looking very odds on for a top 5 finish here. I believe in going with him. Then there's a big gap back to Nobby, who's just re-inherited 2 places. And then runs wide at turn 1 and gets a half-second penalty immediately.
Yeah, but Oven and Bread are still going at it. 1.6 seconds. Zombie's got similar tyre wear to Oven, and Bread's got significantly worse. These two just need to work together now, push each other along. Mikey's still just kind of...
Oh, but Overcooked it!
Oh, I like that. Was that on purpose?
Deliberate.
Oh.
that just... Yeah. That was accidental pun.
You right? You okay?
Malfunction. Bread's got a 1.5 second penalty.
Oh, Mikey's somehow going to be back in the fight. And Zombie's got a 1.8 second gap.
Podium, and that is exactly what Zombie needed, because they were starting to close in. But they started to battle. And then Ovens overshot into the bus stop, trying to stay ahead. And Bread's cut the inside.
His palms are, in fact, sweaty. At the front.
Spaghetti.
Yep.
Hopefully he's not vomited on his shirt.
Yep.
It's going to make driving difficult.
Hopefully not his mum's spaghetti.
Don't want to vomit on that.
Let's not do that. Pebble Dash can't hack it, apparently. That's so Jack Smith's gone back to slagging off Ross, which is... do you know why he calls him Pebble Dash, by the way?
No.
He calls him Pebble Dash because he just thinks that every house in Scotland has got pebble dashed houses. Like, do you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Zombie is the evening's Mr. Consistency. Yeah, we like that. There's a line. I'm sure. He actually controls our TikTok as well, so he's probably going to be trying very hard for like a famous line that we're going to give him. And I feel like if there's anybody that's going to do it, it's going to be me or you, Lee, so...
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, Bread 1.5 second penalty. Oven's going to be back in the fight, and Mikey is not far behind. Bruce Lee and Oblivion still battling for P5. Been a good night for Bruce Lee, actually. I said, I can't get used to saying that either. It's been a good night for Bruce Lee. Nobby Norris, 7.5 second penalty, and Herb goes through. Matt Mann and Dane still close together. Royston not far away. Callum's got another penalty, going strong.
Final lap of the race. Zombie has a 4-second lead. He can cruise around here. No mistakes. Stay inside the lines.
Imagine if he dropped it then when you said that.
Oh, don't.
Oh,
that's the sort of thing I do.
Imagine?
Well, that's the sort of thing that Jonesy does, actually.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, he does it with a 5-second lead, so that's even worse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a very good point. That is a very good point. Right, final lap of the race. Who's going to get second between Oven and Bread? It's been a really good scrap between these two.
Here we go. Bread's got the run.
I imagine we're going to see this battle quite a lot going forward as well. Bread nearly went off the road there for no reason.
Not close enough, backs out of it. He's taking a couple of tenths out of Zombie, but he's probably just making sure. Sweat dripping off his brow.
Yeah, Zombie.
Puddles.
He's quivering into the penultimate corner. He's picked up his first ever podium in 4.5 years of league racing. He's navigated the penultimate corner. He's got one more corner to go for his first ever league racing win. FTRL Zombie. Away the lads,
away
indeed.
The lad.
He's weaving across the line. He does it better than Agent Panda. He crosses the line, takes his first ever win.
Probably, if you're anywhere in the northeast, you could probably hear a man screaming like a female. That would be Zombie right about now.
Oven takes second place. Bread P3. Mikey weirdly gets P4. Bruce Lee 5th. Oblivion 6th. Been a good debut for him. Nobby
Drag race to
Norris.
the line for P8.
Oh.
Just holds off Batman.
And Dane P10. Royston P11. Callum P12. And Recipe for Jam comes home in P13. Plenty of room to build. What an evening. I have had so much fun doing this evening.
Yep. Great advert for the league.
This has been superb. Now, the fact we've got 51 people still watching this blows my mind. So, again, for the final time, thank you so much. We really, really do appreciate it. Yeah, brilliant evening. Brilliant evening indeed. Now, GT3 is going to be hosted and commentated on by myself for the rest of the season. I'm going to try and drag Lee in as much as I can. Lee will be commentating tomorrow night on GT2, where we've got a really strong grid, actually.
Very strong grid.
Very strong grid. Probably the strongest GT2 we've ever had, bar maybe the one season we had SPY, Unsafe Release, Ross and all that lot in there. But even so, it's close. And then Friday we've got GT1, all starting at 8:30. Obviously, if there are any delays to any streams, it'll just be through Gran Turismo problems and stuff like that. But yes, it's been a wonderful evening. We've had 3 different winners. We've had Oven getting the first ever win in GT3, Oblivion taking race 2, and Zombie getting his first ever podium, followed by his first ever race win in 4.5 years of league racing. So all the praise in the world to him. Thank you all so much to those that were racing tonight. Good battles all round. Loved every second of that. Also, nice little plug as well. We are going crazy on social media at the minute. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. All the content's there. Do come and have a look and have a laugh and just enjoy what we're doing with us. So from myself and from you, I'm sure, Mr. Lee, we will see you tomorrow night.
Shall indeed. Looking forward to it already.
Here we go. Right. Good night to you all. Thank you all so much. Please do like, share, subscribe, all of the normal stuff, and we'll see you next time. Cheers. Goodbye.